So user defined functions. So what are the, so till now we have discussed built-in functions, but now in this session we will discuss function, user defined function, that means created by user. So I think some of the people may know about this function. So basically function is used for reusability. Okay, so if you use one logic in more places, then instead of writing that same logic in multiple places, if you create one function and put your logic in that function, so that you can call that function name in anywhere, wherever it is required. So that is the main purpose of creating the function. So reusability. Okay, so that code number of lines of code will be reduced. Okay, so in SQL Server we have three different types of functions. So actually in other languages, function that is used to return a single value like that. But coming to this SQL Server user defined functions, we have three different types of functions: scalar functions, inline table valued functions, multi-statement table valued functions. So as we know that scalar functions returns only one value. Okay, but remaining table value function returns more than one value. Okay, so we'll discuss one by one. First we will discuss scalar functions. Scalar functions means it will have more may have or may not have parameters and return single value, and that return value can be of any data type except these data types. Okay. Okay. First of all, where the functions are stored means expand the database, expand this programmability, and expand this function. And here scalar valued function stored here. Okay. So here create function, or else you can create like this. Okay, so you can have syntax. See, so you can write the comments on this function so that other may know the description of this function. Okay, so and you can write your name and create a date and a description about this. Here this is the syntax. So here we need to give function name, suppose fn scalar, or else we can take one example for this. If you go to the department table, employee table, then we can have idea like I want to have average salary of all employees. Okay, so in that case, how do you calculate? So I want to use that average salary in different places, like 100 places in my application. Okay, we know. So how to write the query in database, like select average salary from employee like that. Okay, so first select star from emp average of salary. This is the average salary. Okay, so average, and first of all we will write the function without parameters, and here what to return. So average salary, I'm giving integer. Okay, and declaring one variable average and integer, and I'm just copying this query and store this result into variable like average equal to. So this is moving this result into variable. Okay, so this is the syntax for moving the result or column value into the variable. Okay, then return that variable average. Okay, so create it and see this function. How do you call this function is by using select statement only we can call the function. So that means select and fn average. So this will return error. Why? Because see this fn underscore average is not a recognized built-in function name. That means if you write like this, it will considered as built-in function like len and uppercase, lowercase, substring, replace, such type of functions. So compiler assume that this is one of the built-in function in SQL Server. Okay, so here what is our schema name? See dbo.abc. Okay, we can create another schema also. So dbo dot, then it will identify that. So this is one of the database object of the SQL Server. Okay, see now we can have 2073. Okay, so this is the way to write the function. And one more case, see text name text image. So this will not allow the data type. So text I am giving, and here already function name is created. Okay, so again you can't create the function. See, if you're trying to execute it, text data type is invalid for return value. Okay, alter, see text data type is invalid. And one more thing, n text, this one is also same error. Image, same error. Cursor, same error. Okay, and timestamp also same error. Okay, so integer I'm giving, and next one is so we have seen that without parameters function. Okay, so now we will see about with parameter like department number, and I am passing that department number equal to @ department number integer. So here we need to pass that department number. I am passing 10. So average salary of 10 means 2916. If you give 30, then it will calculate average salary of 30. Okay, so you can write the query to check that values. Group by DEBT number and average of salary. See, $30 means 1566. Okay, so like that we can give. See here, select star from EMP and give this function name here. Here, give that department number and execute it. See, this department number is passed to function fun average. 30 is passed to function average. Again, so for each and every row, function will be called. Okay, so that is just like performance issue. If it is available, then you just write this logic. Okay, so if the requirement, so think about the requirement. So try to avoid functions as soon as possible. Okay, so if you don't require to use the function for this requirement, just avoid it. Just write normal logic. But this logic should be used in many places. So in that cases, better to write the function. Okay. Why? Because see here 14 records are there. So I am just calling that function in employee table. So how many records are there? That much of times function will be called. So it creates the performance issue. Suppose imagine that if 1 lakh records are there, 1 crore records are there. If you use that function here, then that much of times function will be called. It kills the DB performance. Okay.